All right, if you're over 65 and walking is your go-to exercise, you're going to want to listen to this. We're about to explore why walking on its own might not be giving you everything you need. And we'll introduce 3 super simple movements that can make a huge difference in how you move and feel every single day. So that brings us to the big question, right? Is walking really enough after you hit 65? I mean, for so many of us, it's the gold standard. But what if, even with all those daily steps, you've started to feel like you've hit a plateau?
And this really gets to the heart of it. Our source material makes a pretty bold statement. Walking keeps you active, but after 65, it should no longer be the priority. Whoa, that's a huge shift in thinking, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the walking stall and why progress can seem to just stop. Then, we'll dive right into our 3 key movements, the sit to stand, heel raises, and the knee lift march. And finally, we'll pull it all together and talk about your new priority for movement. Let's get started.
First up, the walking stall. You know what I'm talking about? That little bit of morning stiffness, or how standing up from a comfy chair just feels a bit more like a project than it used to. We're going to look at why that happens.
This slide breaks it down perfectly. Think of it like this. Walking is amazing for endurance. It sends one specific signal to your body that says, hey, let's go longer. But targeted training, that sends all the other signals, the ones your body needs to move better, smoother, and most importantly, safer.
All right, let's jump into our first movement that sends those move better signals. It's the simple sit to stand. The whole point is to make that everyday action of getting up out of a chair feel smooth and predictable again. So here's how you do it. And listen, the key here is a nice, calm pace. You'll sit on a sturdy chair, get your feet flat on the ground, lean forward just a little, and then push through your legs to stand up. But here's the magic part, lowering yourself back down slowly with total control. It's not about speed at all. So what should you aim for? Try for about 8 to 12 reps, take a little rest, and then do a second set if you feel up to it. And please, hear me on this. Using your hands for support is absolutely allowed. The goal is control, not perfection. And the benefit you'll feel? Getting out of a low chair or the car will just start to feel easier. Okay, moving on to our second exercise, heel raises. This one is all about giving you steadier first steps and a real boost of confidence, especially when you're walking on surfaces that aren't perfectly flat. For this one, you'll want to stand near a wall or a sturdy chair, something you can just lightly touch for balance. And from there, just slowly rise up onto your toes. Hold it for just a second at the top, and then lower yourself back down with that same control. It's a really focused, deliberate movement. Here, you can shoot for 12 to 15 reps and maybe work up to 3 sets total. As you're doing them, really try to feel how your weight shifts and how your feet are connecting to the floor. That little bit of focus is what makes navigating something like a curb or a few stairs feel so much safer. And that brings us to our third and final movement, the knee lift march. This one is a game changer for anyone who feels like they start to shuffle their feet a bit when they're tired. It's all about getting cleaner, more confident steps.
You know the drill by now. Stand next to a chair or a counter, hold on lightly for balance, and then just lift one knee up to a height that's comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be high. Then lower it slowly and switch to the other side. The beauty is in its simplicity.
I'm going to sound like a broken record, but again, it's all about control, not how high you can get that knee. Try for 10 to 15 lifts on each leg, and if you can, do a second set. This slow, calm movement is what makes your steps feel less hesitant and brings back that feeling of safety.
Okay, so let's tie this all together. What's your new priority? It's not about giving up your walks. Not at all. It's about preparing your body for the walk. This is how you protect your confidence and keep on doing the activity you enjoy. And you know what? It's really simple to fit this into your week. Just practice these 3 movements about 3 or 4 days a week. Always move slowly and rest whenever you need to. And here's the secret sauce. Do these movements before you go for your walk. Think of it as warming up the engine. And the best part? You're going to feel the difference, and pretty quickly too. Within just a couple of weeks, you'll probably notice standing feels easier, your steps feel more purposeful. And by 6 or 8 weeks, daily movement just feels smoother, like it takes less effort. It's a fantastic feeling.
I'm going to say this one more time because it is the key takeaway from all of this. These movements do not replace walking. They prepare your body for it, and that preparation is everything when it comes to staying independent and moving with confidence.
I just love this thought from our source material. For anyone out there feeling like their body's letting them down, remember this. You are not finished. You are simply adjusting the priority. This is a strategic move, not a surrender. It's about taking back control.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What would it feel like to take your first steps tomorrow with just a little more control, a little less effort? That's the real power we're talking about here.